ready. So,
hey Joey,
thank you for that. I understand
Dave,
you're
what's
still
up? This is Coach
live
Muscle,
streaming
Arkansas
games,
Razorbacks.
or watching the games, or live streaming.
North Central
live
Arkansas
streaming.
basketball fans, and I just wanted to thank you for streaming high school sports for all the local stations in North Central Arkansas. I know you've done over 250 basketball games in the past 3 years as volunteers. Incredible to volunteer all that time and energy and enthusiasm to help youth sports. You've helped parents, grandparents, and just in general, especially during these COVID restrictions. So, Dave and Joey, awesome work, man. Keep it up.
It is really important to do business with people that are local. One of the things that we did upon acquiring all the stores was we tried to hold on to everybody that was already working here. You can't replace experience. We build relationships, we don't build the cars. The same customers that are buying from us today were buying from us 5 years ago and 10 years ago. And those are the same customers that I want to take care of today and 5 years and 10 years from now. Shop Clay Maxey Chevrolet in Mountain Home and ClayMaxeyChevrolet.com.
So, thank you for that. I understand you're still live streaming games, or watching the games, or live streaming. A lot of high school games, which helps parents watch their kids who can't make the game. So, I know how big a deal that is, and it's an important thing that you're doing, helping those parents be able to watch their kids play. So, nice job there.
Hey everyone, this is David McBee with the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Thank you for joining us. We are back at Bomber Stadium again. This is our third week of coverage on the Bomber Youth Football League. And of course, I'm joined by Joey, the Dealmaker Shaw.
What a beautiful morning out here at Bomber Stadium. We've got some football action coming your way, live right here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Facebook, YouTube, we are multi-streaming.
And they are lined up. They are ready to go. It's going to be the Thayer Bobcats making the trip down to Bomber Stadium to take on your third grade Mountain Home Bombers, as this is going to be a slobber knocker right here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. And I actually see one of our HR managers down there in the crowd, Miss Amanda Stevens. So I had to mention her name, give her a shout out, and I'll have to go down and surprise her later. So here we go. Thayer, first possession. Third grade football. Of course, it's going to be 2 10-minute halves. And we appreciate all you guys tuning in and joining us. Let us know in the chat if the sound's okay, if you can hear us. And here's the first play of the game. And we got a run by Thayer. Nice little move to the outside. Look at, he breaks all the way in. Looks like he's going to take it to the house on the first play of the game. It looked like that was number
12.
Number 12 on that. Thanks for spotting that. So that's Ekman. Takes it 70 yards for the touchdown. And Thayer strikes first here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network.
These numbers are hard to see from up here, so we will do our best, and I'll use the camera to be our eyes so that we don't miss these numbers. It's important that we call each name.
Yeah, third grade is, this one's kind of tough to see the numbers down there. So, guys, we'll do our best. Joey's going to zoom in. So, yeah, I might get a few numbers wrong, guys, but we're doing the best we can with the particular setup.
If I zoom too fast and make you sick, I apologize, but we don't want to miss these numbers.
Well, I'll tell you, fast was getting around to the outside. Number 12, Ekman, taking that all the way 70 yards. Nice run to start off the first play of the game. Maybe this is going to be an offensive explosion tonight. Josh Fletcher's online, says, go Bombers. Won't be able to watch, but wanted to comment and get you guys some clicks. Thanks, guys. So, again, those people
Big
watching,
smooth.
yeah, make a comment on there. Let us know if there's a player you want us to give a shout-out for. As here goes Thayer running a two-point conversion here. Pitch to number 11. He's going to go around, and it is good. Number 11, that's Smith, Jenner Smith with the 2-point. The conversion is good. So right now at the first quarter, we're just 18 seconds in, but Thayer's already on the board, 7-0 over the Mountain Home Bombers. We'll be right back in a minute.
It is really important to do business with people that are local. One of the things that we did upon acquiring all the stores was we tried to hold on to everybody that was already working here. You can't replace experience. We build relationships, we don't build the cars. The same customers that are buying from us today were buying from us 5 years ago and 10 years ago. And those are the same customers that I want to take care of today and 5 years and 10 years from now. Shop Clay Maxey Chevrolet in Mountain Home and ClayMaxeyChevrolet.com.
From the 30-yard line.
So Mountain Home's going to start their first possession of the game. Of course, this is the gold team. They do have blue and gold teams. Of course, big squad of cheerleaders in 3rd, 4th, and I believe 5th grade here at the Bomber Youth Football League program. But Joey, already a little bit of excitement. We're going to have to wake up, man. They came ready to go.
They are. They've had their coffee this morning, I think.
Again, shout out to the Big Smooth for giving us a shout out online. And of course, guys, if there's a player you want to give a shout out, we like to have fun with this broadcast. Appreciate Karen Byers. Looks like she's sharing it with family, so appreciate you sharing it, Kara. And here comes the 3rd grade Bombers. 2 plays, 2 scores for the Bobcats from Thayer. There's a quarterback keeper. He gets around the corner too, tries to,
And I
breaks
totally
the
missed that.
tackle.
I got to wake up. I missed that one.
Yeah, that's number 7, Baylor Swan. We got a chance to see him. Of course, there's a flag on the play. This team is coached by Brandon Bellamy. Yeah, really in youth football, you get to the outside, you get around the corner, you can usually take it to the house. And it's going to be a holding penalty against the Bombers. So that's going to negate the 20-yard gain by Swan.
So we get to try this one again.
Penalties assessed from the spot of the foul ball spotted at the 26-yard line. Replay first down. First and 14.
So here we go. First, and it's going to be 1st and 14 for the Bombers. Of course, appreciate all the sponsors. Clay Maxey Chevrolet. Of course, there's a rotator of all the different sponsors that have brought Bomber Youth Football League.
Coach directing traffic on the field here.
This stadium's starting to fill up, and it's going to be pretty packed by the time we get to the 4th, 5th grade game. This place is going to be rocking. There's Swan with another quarterback keeper. And he is tackled. Good defensive play there.
Brought down in the backfield.
Bobcats were all over that play.
Loss of 8 yards on the play.
And we are picking up a little bit of audio from some of the crowds, so
We'll turn it down.
Joey's
just a little
mics
bit.
are real good, yeah. That's how good your mic is, Joey. It's picking up even the littlest conversation in the crowd, so.
Check that, 2nd and 21.
Trying to pick up a little bit of the audience out here, the fans and the stadium, but
Picking up a little bit of the conversation, too.
well, we got in the morning here, the sun is it's pretty right out in front of us, so
Now it's 2nd and 21. High snap to Swan, but there, whistles, flags.
we get a lot of people come sit right in front of us because there's some shade in the morning.
Yeah, this is the prime spot.
It is. Now later, that changes.
That's going to be another penalty against the Bombers, so we'll call this 2nd down and a mile. Of course, those people watching, tag in some family members. That way, anyone across the country, if you got some relatives, this is a way they can watch the ball game live here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. And we are on YouTube and Facebook, both, Joey. Dual streaming.
Dual streaming. Short little gain on that run. Defense stopped it pretty quick.
No gain on the play, 3rd down.
Yeah, that's Carter Taylor on the run. Going to be a short gain. Going to now be 3rd and 26. Probably not going to be a throwing offense, so the Bombers are going to try to get it to the outside.
Third and long. Bombers really need to get this ball downfield a little further here. Hopefully we going to see a first down.
Here goes Swan trying to get around the corner, but he is pursued. Good pursuit defense there by the Bobcats. That was Nash Otter making the final tackle, knocking him out of bounds. So now it's going to be 4th down and a mile, so it's going to be a punt.
It will be 4th down.
Of course, 3rd grade football, no punts. They're going to walk it up. And the Bobcats going to take possession here right now, up 7-0. Beautiful day for football and a lot of exciting football going on today. A-State's playing. Also, you got the University of Arkansas. A-State coming off of a big win. University of Arkansas coming off of a narrow loss, but now they're going to A&M. That's going to be a slobber knocker down in Texas later today. And I'm looking forward to seeing this 4th grade squad later on. That was probably the game of the week last week, Joey, as it was went down to a pass right at the end of the game.
Yeah, that was down to the seconds, wasn't it?
48-yard line, 1st and 10.
Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bombers. Of course, this is our second. We're actually going to do, it's going to be 5 games in 24 hours. So
Yeah, we were
did
over in
Yellville Summit
Yellville
last night, yeah. The internet gods were not cooperative last night, but we still were able to get off a decent stream. And fortunately, Yellville just ran into a lot of trouble last night. There's a run, handoff, run up the middle, going to pick up. Nice push ahead, going to pick up about 4 yards. So that's Nash Otter, number 5, with the run up the middle.
The gain of 4 on the play, ball spotted at the 44, 2nd down and 6.
But I know last week's game, too, there was a lot of, where we had to mute the mics for some time, and we were doing that because we had a wasp up here in the booth with us. So,
oh, man, we had 2.
Yeah, we had 2 of them, and we're, trying to get them out, and so everyone's like, why was there a couple plays that there was, no comments on? I was like, because we were trying to swat a wasp out. I got number 12, Ekman at quarterback. It's going to be a Handoff around the end. He's got some more room, and it looks like he's going to take it all the way. Jenner Smith with the touchdown.
Number 11, Jenner Smith, you said he's got some jets, doesn't he?
Yeah, and the
He is
Bobcats jumping out to a quick lead here at Bomber Stadium.
Cheerleaders down here trying to get the crowd going. Doing a great job.
Couple big runs here in the first, as we're down to 1 minute and 50 seconds left. And of course, they don't kick extra points in third grade football, so they're going to run a play. They have an option to do a 2-point conversion, or they can do a 1-point conversion. Of course, Bomber Stadium looking in tremendous condition. The Bombers last night traveled down to take on Pulaski Academy, one of the real stalwarts of high school football, and they played pretty solid with them. They came out with the L, but they put up a pretty good fight. So proud of the Bombers last night, even though they got the L. So off to a very good season so far this year. There goes a 1-point conversion. There's a fumble. Ball's on the ground. Bombers jump all over it. So good defensive play there by the Bombers. So right now with 1:50 to go here in the first quarter, it is Thayer 13, the Bombers 0 right here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. Still in the first quarter, clock running, under 2 minutes left. Bomber third grade cheerleaders getting the crowd, trying to get the crowd fired up, but it's been the fireworks so far have come from the Thayer Bobcats. Two long touchdowns.
I hate to say it, Dave, but we have a yellow jacket visiting.
Oh, man, these yellow jackets just love us up here. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, as long as we don't get stung.
I mean, last week I had a lot of food in here. I figured that was it, but
Last week, one tried to help me on the camera here.
there's a snap. Here goes Swan. He's going to keep it. Swan on the run. Gets a pretty decent run there. Going to be just short. Looks like it's going to be an 8-yard gain, but nice positive play there by the Bombers.
6 yards on the play.
Actually, it's going to be a gain of 6. I was giving him credit for 2 extra yards. So now it's going to be a 2nd down and 4. Ball on the 36.
Ball spotted at the 36-yard line.
We appreciate everyone joining us, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Remember to follow us on Facebook and go ahead and subscribe over to our YouTube channel. Helps us out a lot. We're trying to get to 1,000 on YouTube.
We're getting close, Joey. We're getting really close.
We're 45 on Facebook.
Swan with the handoff, but the Bobcats all over in the backfield.
Head off the Bombers, number 22, Carter Taylor. Also 5 yards on the play,
So
2nd
that's
and 9.
Carter Taylor. Going to be a loss on the play of about 5, so it's going to make it 3rd and 9. So we're at the end of the first quarter here at Bomber Stadium. Right now it's the Bobcats 13, the Bombers nothing. We'll be back in a flash right here on TLSN.
Are you ready?
here for the second quarter. Welcome back to Bomber Stadium here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. As the Bearcats with Bobcats, I say Bearcats, we were doing Bearcats last night with Melbourne. The Thayer Bobcats with 2 scores have jumped out to a 13-0 lead as we're getting ready to get back to action here on the field. Beautiful day for football at Bomber Stadium. Nice crowd starting to come in. And we're excited to be here. This is our 3rd week of coverage. This is a quadruple header of games today. We're going to be doing the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade game. So it's going to be a fun day as we are back to action here on the field now as the Bombers now come to the line. It's a 3rd and 9. Good penetration there by the defense. That's Bozeman trying to get to the outside. He is tackled. So it's going to be a 7-yard loss. Going to make it now a 4th and 16. So the Bombers probably going to punt here. Of course, I'm joined here tonight by, this morning. It's weird to say this morning. I'm so used to saying, welcome to tonight's game. But this morning's game. And it looks like the Bombers are actually going to go for it, Joey, on 4th down, 16.
They're looking for a big run here.
There's Swan. Swan trying to get around the defense, but nowhere to go as he's got a pack of Bobcats in the backfield with him.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. The result of the play is a turnover on down.
So it's going to be a turnover on down. Ball's going to go back to the Bobcats. And, of course, it's a lot of fun things they do down here at the games, Joey. They got, I think, At the Curbs here again this week. Is the snow cone truck here again?
Yep. It's
All right.
over there. They already got a line.
I did not make it to the snow cone last week. We need to, on halftime, we got to do a better job coordinating it. We'll take turns running. That way we can get our potty breaks and our – because the bathroom is a long way away from our booth up here.
Yeah, everything is, including these kids. It's hard to see their numbers.
And here goes the Bobcats. Got a little room.
It's like number 3.
That's number 3, and the ball's on the ground, but it looks like it's recovered. That was Chance Bigger with the carry. As Thayer gets the recovery, it looks like he was going in on that one.
Yeah. He was heading for the end zone for sure.
So that's going to be a 1st down by the Bobcats. Of course, nice crowd, too, that's come over here from Thayer, and they got their own group of cheerleaders as well.
Let's see if we can see them over there. There they are. Getting ready.
They're getting ready for their next cheer, and they've had a lot to cheer about here in the first half. Of course, today's game started a little bit later. They started at 10, which we kind of appreciated that after last night's ball game.
Yeah.
There was a big delay last night in the game, too, and for those TLSN fans tuning in, any update that we get on that player we'll share on our Facebook page. So we'll try to get an update on that today if we can for the fans. They did have a player that was injured last night. There is number 5. That's Otter.
Hand off to Bobcats, number 5, Nash Otter.
So Otter is met by several Bomber defenders there.
2nd and goal.
So now it's going to be a 2nd and goal. So can the Bomber defense force a stop or maybe even force a turnover here to try to change some momentum?
That'd be big. I just got to watch the number 11 for the Bobcats. He's got jets, and if he gets onto the outside, he's gone.
Well, Smith and Ekman, 11 and 12, have both had a couple big runs. It's a pitch to the outside to number 11 you just talked about, Joey. And he takes it in the end zone. Touchdown for Jenner Smith.
Gain of 9 yards on the play, touchdown.
So 9-yard run for Jenner Smith. Touchdown for the Bobcats. As that extends it now to 19-0 here in the second quarter. Of course, they play 4 10-minute quarters here. And for those fans tuning in, if you're tuning in to watch the 4th grade game coming later, what we'll do after each game is we'll end the stream. And so if we do go down, that way, Joey's got me laughing up here in the booth. If we do go
Dave.
down, we'll get a new stream going. So
Making sure you're having fun.
I am having fun. I do have a little bit of a headache because I have to look at the screen so hard to try to read the numbers. I'm going to pop some Excedrin in a minute. We'll be ready to go. Now a pass to the outside to number 15. Or I'm sorry, actually to number 5, Nash Otter. See, that looked like 15 to me. I wasn't even close on that. So right now 6:28 to go, and it is the Bobcats 19, Mountain Home 0 here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Let's thank a few more of our sponsors. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. Joey and I having a little bit of fun in the booth up here. And
That's what we're here for.
it's going to be a long day. I mean, we're doing like 5 hours of football, so we got to have a little bit of fun. We're just laughing at how I'm literally blind.
Struggling.
I'm struggling to see the numbers. There's a pass from Swan.
Intended for number,
Trying to get it to
zoom in here, Dave.
Carter Taylor.
Yeah, number 23. Is that 23 or 22?
22. See, I saw that one.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I saw that one. 22 is a little bit bigger, so that's
As you
that's
guys can
helping me out a
see,
little
when
bit.
they're moving, the numbers want to fold, and it makes it really difficult.
But the Bombers trying to air it out. Pass incomplete, but good thought there by the Bombers. Almost was a completed pass.
They were throwing last week when we were here watching them.
Yeah. They
They
made
were
some,
completing, too, with the passes.
of course, this is our second time covering the Gold team, and
Yeah, they looked real good last week. We'll see if they can get it together here. And
yeah, still plenty of time left in the game. Just trying to, it can change quickly in these Pee Wee games. So one run, take it to the house, and they're right back in it. So
we saw that last week. Oh,
here's Swan.
he's going to the outside.
Nice little cutback by Swan, and picks up maybe about a yard on the play.
Gain of a yard on the play, 2nd and 9.
As the Bobcat defense is doing a good job at, kind of stacking the line and getting out there.
They're doing a real good job covering the outside corners.
Yeah, just the Bombers just been unable to get around. And those people tune online too, guys. This is an interactive broadcast, so we'd love to read your comments. If you're watching and you got like a family member or relative or something like that, and you just want to give a player a shout out, post it online. We'd love to see your comments. We'll read them. We'll give them the shout out live here during the broadcast.
Yeah, it helps us, you guys interacting with us. We enjoy that. Remember to share, tag a friend, a family member, share the link so others can see the game. Grandmas, aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends. While we're waiting for the snap, let's get some action down here. And these cheerleaders, they're Doing a great job, putting in a lot of hard work too.
And there's a snap, high snap, but nice play by Swan, recovers it. Flags all over the field, but it looks like Swan maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, but we'll see what the flag is. It's more than likely in the area of a hold is what it looked like.
Holding against the Bombers. Penalty is declined. It will be 4th down.
So penalties decline. It's going to be a 4th down. So the Bombers, are they going to go for it again? Looks like they're going to punt.
We were seeing a lot of that last night over in Yellville. A lot of flags in the game.
Yeah, a lot of dirty laundry after last night's game. They were having a lot of penalties, a lot of holding penalties by the Panthers, unfortunately. Really kind of killed their momentum last night. They were moving the ball well, just had some very bad time penalties, really ended up making the difference.
Yeah, definitely was a momentum shift with the penalties last night. Hopefully we can not do that here.
So the Bobcats with 2:28 to go, get the ball back. This is probably going to be the last possession of the first half.
Got some kids down here on the sideline getting hydrated.
Yeah, they'll need to stay hydrated. I mean, who would have thought? I mean, tomorrow's October, and like last night it was 92 degrees on top of the press box when we did the game. It's going to be another warm one today. That's why it's great to have that truck here. Yeah, we'll have to make a run at some of the half times and get loaded up on some of that
sugar water.
There's a pass from the Bobcats. Pass is complete. And he cuts back to the inside, breaks the tackle, and he is gone. That's number 10, Chandler Ball, in the end zone, touchdown.
Number 10, Chandler Ball, touchdown, Thayer.
The Bobcats, with another touchdown, they extend their lead now to 25-0. But a nice pass completion, good little block there that opened up a running lane, and then number 10, Chandler Ball, he just flew.
You see that stiff arm he threw at the end there?
Yeah, he was doing his little Heisman pose at the end.
After that stiff arm, it was to the house. Got more folks piling in here at Bomber Stadium.
Yeah, of course, this is the first year for the Bomber Youth Football League, and again, props to all the people who set up this league. A very organized league, got a lot of businesses to help support them, and then, I mean, they have 2 sets of teams for each grade. So just an amazing.
Yeah, this is the gold team that we're covering today for Mountain Home Bombers.
Yeah, blue team is actually on the road. Good play there by the Bomber defense with the stop.
The conversion is no good.
So the conversion is no good. So nice defensive play. Maybe they can translate that here on offense, as they're going to get the ball back with 1:42 left here in the first half. And now it's 25-0 here on the TLSN. Of course, we recently got a shout out from a good friend of ours, and we're going to share that shout out real quick from Coach Eric Musselman.
Dave, what's up? This is Coach Musselman, Arkansas Razorbacks. Hey, I know you guys are huge North Central Arkansas basketball fans, and I just wanted to thank you for streaming high school sports for all the local stations in North Central Arkansas. I know you've done over 250 basketball games in the past 3 years as volunteers. Incredible to volunteer all that time and energy and enthusiasm to help youth sports. You've helped parents, grandparents, and just in general, especially during these COVID restrictions. So, Dave and Joey, awesome work, man. Keep it up.
Thank you for that shout out from Coach Eric Musselman. That was really cool for him to send that to us. Appreciate it. And we've had fun. We're actually up to 275 games now. So, we love calling local sports, high school sports, and this This is fun doing these Pee Wee games, and what would be really fun if we could get the Bombers to get a nice little run here and try to get some momentum to go into the second half. Swan working out of the shotgun. It's a quarterback keeper. He's got a little bit of room to the outside. Nice cut. Swan gets the first down and a little bit more. Nice play by number 7, Baylor Swan. So a gain of 13. That's one of the best offensive plays here in the first half. So a Bomber first down. Now down to 43 seconds left here in the first half. Of course, on our chat, we got Dylan Conley. He's watching from Mountain Home. So Greg Langley, Bobcat fan here. Great job with the broadcast. Great service you guys are doing. So awesome. Of course, Dylan Conley, he is actually the PA guy. So, I mean, let's give him credit. I'm using his eyes a lot today. On the ones I can't see, I'm going to wait till he announces. He's young. He's in his prime. He can still see all that stuff. So shout out to Dylan Conley. Of course, Dylan was really tied to the beginning of the Twin Lakes Sports Network. It kind of started, with the Arkansas Tornadoes and the Mountain Home Twin Lakers. So former semi-pro team that we had. And we had Josh Fletcher on earlier, the big smooth Mr. Quadruple Double. And now 43 seconds left. High snap again, but Swan, he was just trying to recover from that high snap. There's been quite a few of those. So Swan is hit in the backfield, and it's going to make it going to be a 5-yard loss. So now it's going to be a 2nd down and 15.
You may not have caught that, but that the Bobcat defender literally jumped up, and it was like a cat, all fours landing on the offensive player, bringing him to the ground.
So Greg Langley, if you haven't done it yet, follow us on Facebook. I know you're watching on Facebook today, so follow us on Facebook. We would appreciate it. We're getting close to, we're about to go over 5,400 total followers between our 2 pages. So the clock does run down, so there's not going to be another play. So at halftime, right now, it's the Bobcats 25, the Bombers 0, right here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network, guys. We'll step away for about 10 minutes, run some sponsor ads, and we'll be right back.
Are you ready?
It is really important to do business with people that are local. One of the things that we did upon acquiring all the stores was we tried to hold on to everybody that was already working here. You can't replace experience. We build relationships, we don't build the cars. The same customers that are buying from us today were buying from us 5 years ago and 10 years ago. And those are the same customers that I want to take care of today and 5 years and 10 years from now. Shop Clay Maxey Chevrolet in Mountain Home and ClayMaxeyChevrolet.com.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Bomber Stadium. We're at the third grade game so far, the Bomber Youth Football League. Appreciate everyone joining us on Facebook and on YouTube. And we did put a comment in there during halftime. We're getting super close, Joey, to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you haven't done it yet, reach and hit that subscribe button. That way every time we go live, you'll get notified. Also, you can tune in to more of these games. So we got a lot more Bomber Youth football to cover. We're going to be off next week. But then after that, I think it's 3 weeks in a row, isn't it, Joey?
Yeah, it's going to be busy. And then I think we'll get a little bit of a break after football, and then we'll be right into basketball season. Get real busy when it gets basketball season.
So it's going to be 1st and 10, the Bombers. It was all Bobcats in the first half. Baylor Swan had a good run to end the first half. He had a little 13-yard run that hopefully a little bit of positive mojo going for the Bomber football squad. Of course, this is the gold team. There's a gold and a blue team. Blue team is actually on the road today. There's a snap. There's Swan. He's running, dipping, diving, trying to stay alive, but he is just surrounded by Bobcats. Bobcat defense has just done a good job getting in the backfield. As soon as Swan gets the snap, he's having to run. So looks like we got Michelle Church online saying, "Go number 7, Baylor Swan." The grandparents from Arizona watching. Keep your chin up. So great advice there from Michelle Church. Glad to have you joining us online, Michelle.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody that is joining, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. We are dual streaming this morning.
And today is really about building, they're third grade. They're just starting out in football, so it's really about learning the game. It's going to take time to build it up. So,
and as you can see, you'll see the coaches in the background here.
There's a nice little cutback. Raking a couple tackles. That's number 22, Thayer. He's still going. Quite a run there picks up 8 yards.
Got a little help from his offensive line.
Yeah, Thayer looked like he was going to be tackled in the backfield, but he was quick on his feet. Should be on Dancing with the Stars with those moves, Joey.
That's right. Looks like we got I believe the 4th grade team arriving, marching onto the field.
13 yards on the play.
Yeah, that will be next. We had a heck of a 4th grade game last week with this same squad, so hopefully it'll be a repeat. That was a good one.
In case we got anybody out there live or later today to watch, there's the cheerleaders. Definitely want to get them in on this action. They're doing a great job.
Now it's going to be a 3rd down and 3 Bombers. Here comes Swan again. Swan fighting, trying to get to that 1st down marker, but he's going to be short. Looks like probably lost a yard, so now it's going to be a 4th down.
Defense, Bobcat defense is just relentless.
From the 36-yard line.
Not giving the Bombers any breaks. Of course, that's what they're supposed to do.
So 4th down, looks like the Bombers are going to go for it.
Like I said, there's the coach for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Joey, this stadium's starting to fill up.
Bombers have elected to punt.
It looks like the Bombers decide to punt. So now the Bobcats going to get possession on offense. They've just been electric in this matchup. Of course, I want to thank our the scoreboard sponsor for this event, Clay Maxey Chevrolet. Joey, they've doing a tremendous job. They've really supported this Bomber Youth Football League.
Yes, they have, and we appreciate them. We appreciate the opportunity to come out here. By request, they asked us if we would live stream the game so that grandparents, family members, cousins, and friends could watch their loved ones here if they can't make it to the stadium. And got a lot of folks showing up here, starting to pack up the stadium.
And what's really cool is, like with us, we do high school sports primarily, but, we're treating this just like we're doing a regular high school game. So a very professional organization that they've set up here with the Bomber Youth Football League.
Yeah.
And looks like they're going to get movement on the Bobcats.
Penalty marker on the field. False start against the
Yeah, a lot of
Bobcats.
folks have to
Under a penalty, still first down.
pull together to pull this off. A lot of sponsors, a lot of volunteers.
That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Going to make it 1st and 15 as a time in the setup they had number 5 Chase Otter, or Nash Otter, I'm sorry,
First and 15.
at quarterback. And that's going to be Otter. He's got a little bit of space. Nice tackle by the Bombers. I think that was number 64, Ethan Seimer. As he did a great job. As it looked like Otter was getting ready to take another one to the house. Possibly saved a touchdown there. And also stopped him short of the first down marker. It's going to be a 2nd and 4.
Trying to turn up the field mic just a little bit so that folks at home could hear the cheerleaders. We do have a lot of people right in front of us, so we have to keep adjusting that microphone.
I think we got one playing the drums right now on the side of the building. So if you hear a little thud, you're like, what in the world is that? Oh, it's all good. Everyone having a good time. That's what this is about today.
Absolutely.
There's a handoff. Again, around the end. Going to be a nice run there to number 11. That's Jenner Smith. He's had a big game already. So it's going to be a first down for Thayer.
The Bomber defense is doing a lot better job closing the outside opportunities. The defense is getting over there a lot quicker, shutting the run down. The run has worked very well so far for the Bobcats.
Yeah, the Bobcats just offensively had some explosiveness on the runs. Also, looks like we got Rocky Savino online. He says, we appreciate this. Great to watch it from home. Glad to have you join us, Rocky. And, hey, if you have a Roku or that type of device, you can, I'm curious, Rocky, are you watching on your big screen or are you watching an iPad? Because if you have a Roku or something like that, you can watch this on your big screen.
Yeah, a lot of these new TVs have YouTube built in.
Quick handoff to number 3. That's Bigger. Bigger is still going, and then he is finally tackled. Again, that's number 64. Good pursuit by Ethan Seimer. He didn't give up on that play. He stayed after it as it looked like Otter was about to take it in. But it's going to be a tackle at the 20-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Thayer Bobcats.
Oh, there's a holding call against Thayer.
So holding call against Thayer. So that's actually going to be coming back, which could explain why the hole opened up so big there for him to run through.
There you go.
Still remains first down.
Fun thing about being open in this booth with the windows open, you get all kinds of the nice aromas from outside.
Yeah, you got that grill going from at the curb. You can smell the grill coming in here. It's starting to make us a little bit hungry. Of course, after this game, we'll start up a new stream immediately. Might have to use Joey as the runner unless you want me to run and you set up the next one, or
I could run.
But actually, I'm still pretty full. With this morning, we ate over at Skipper's. That was our pregame meal.
Yeah, you don't get much opportunity between games. There's been less than 6 minutes.
So the play came back. It's going to be first down and 6 after the penalty. This is number 12, Ekman. Ekman keeps it. Gets a good push from the offensive line. Flags on the play. And finally, he is taken out of bounds by a squadron of bombers, I think is the phrase used last week. But
Yeah.
this one might be coming back with another flag. Clock continuing to run now down. Oh, Rocky says he's watching on the big screen. We're loading up now. Our boy D'Angelo plays for the 5th grade blue team, leaving in a few for Melbourne. So good luck to the blue team on their Melbourne trip today. So drive safe, Rocky. Of course, we'll be covering the blue team when they're back here at Bomber Stadium.
We have David Bigger doing a shout-out saying, let's go, Chance.
So, yeah, and that's number 3, Chance Bigger. We'll give him a shout-out. Glad to have you joining us online as well. Of course, those people tuning in to watch the 4th grade game, as soon as this is over, we'll end this stream. We'll actually start one specifically for the 4th grade.
Make it easier for you to find them later. I know a lot of the kids like to go back and see their plays, watch some of the game.
And the clock runs down. That's going to end the 3rd quarter, so we're getting ready to go to the 4th. We got 1 quarter to go. And right now it's still all Bobcats, 25-0 here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. And, hey, recently, Joey the Dealmaker Shaw, he is a huge Atlanta Braves fan. And he got a shout-out recently from Hall of Famer Tom Glavin. Just a shout-out for all the work that you do broadcasting games. So we're going to share that real quick.
So thank you for that. I understand you're still live streaming games or watching the games or live streaming, a lot of high school games, which helps parents watch their kids who can't make the game. So I know how big a deal that is, and it's an important thing that you're doing, helping those parents be able to watch their kids play. So nice job there.
It is really important to do business with people that are local. One of the things that we did upon acquiring all the stores was we tried to hold on to everybody that was already working here. You can't replace experience. We build relationships, we don't build the cars. The same customers that are buying from us today were buying from us 5 years ago and 10 years ago. And those are the same customers that I want to take care of today and 5 years and 10 years from now. Shop Clay Maxey Chevrolet in Mountain Home and ClayMaxeyChevrolet.com.
All right, guys, welcome back to the 4th quarter as the Bobcats right now in firm control. We're going to get caught up on a couple of our comments. We got David Bigger. He says he's at work missing his son's game, but he can watch it. Thank you, guys. David, glad you're able to join us here on Facebook or YouTube.
And for everybody that is watching, we ask you please spread the word. Let other parents know, friends, family members, tell the world.
Yeah, they can watch us all across the country.
Right.
Any relatives anywhere. And Jennifer Kress says, "Go Bobcats! This live stream is awesome. Glad to have you join us, Jennifer. You're watching on Facebook. follow our Facebook page. That helps us out.
Yeah, follow us on Facebook. Remember to subscribe on our YouTube channel. We're trying to grow the YouTube channel. We used to use it as a place just to store the games so that kids could go back and watch games and relive memories. And now we're dual streaming on Facebook and YouTube. So we're trying to grow the YouTube channel. So help us out. Help us to get to 1,000. That's our first goal.
And that was number 3, Chance Bigger. David's watching. He got tackled in the backfield on that play, 5-yard loss. So it's going to be 2nd down and 15. But, yeah, all these games are categorized on our YouTube page. I think it's under Bomber Youth Football, so you can go back and watch them there anytime. Also, you can watch it on our Facebook page. Just go down the link of the game. So right now it's going to be a 2nd and 15, fourth quarter underway. Quarterback keeper. There's a flag on the play. Passes up. Passes complete. Nice pass and catch. And look at number 11 go. That's Jenner Smith. Nice pass from the lefty Ekman.
He had 2 bombers on him, and he's just still moving forward. They finally bring him down.
Yeah, he was just dragging him along with him.
We seen that last night over in Yellville. One of the defenders had a hold of the back of a jersey, and he went for a sled ride down the field.
Yeah.
Drug him probably 10 yards before they were able to bring the guy down.
Unfortunately, the play's coming back. Looks like it's a holding penalty on Thayer.
Result of the penalty is still 2nd down.
So now it's going to be 2nd down, and I'm going to do the math on that real quick. We'll just call it a mile. Looks like it's actually 24-25. They haven't changed it on the clock yet.
2nd and 24.
2nd and 24. We'll just call it. I like a 2nd and a mile. That's easier to call.
Yeah.
But the Bobcats showing a little passing, nice pass and catch. Too bad it didn't count for them. And the Bomber defense, hopefully they'd like to try to finish with something positive, especially in a game like this. You want to try to have a positive fourth quarter to go into next week. There's a quarterback keeper. There's Ekman. Again, explosive speed to the outside, 1st down, and he takes it in for the touchdown.
Number 12 and 11 both got jets.
Yeah, Ekman he started the game with a big run and now finishing it and extends it now to 31-0.
Dave, I got to compliment Bomber fans over here. They got swag.
Yeah, if you go on their website that they've set up, yeah, they got some sweet swag that you can get for the Bomber Youth Football League.
Some of them out here representing the gear.
Now 31-0 clock running under 7 minutes. Of course, 4 10-minute quarters. That's what they play in these games. This is first of 4 games today. It's going to be a marathon, not a sprint for us. We'll be here most of the day, so stay tuned in. Quarterback keeper runs it around and in. And it is good. The conversion is good. Looks like that was number 5. I think that was Chance Otter. Trying to get the number on that one. So the conversion, still waiting for the signal. Looks like it's going to be a holding penalty. I didn't see the flag there, so that's actually coming back. So it's going to be another attempt here for the Bobcats.
We'll zoom in over on the Bobcat side.
They got a good group that's made the trip down here from Thayer, and yeah, they got a group of cheerleaders. So really cool to see all these different fans that have made the trip down here. Want to thank the fans. We've picked up about 5 subscribers on this game, guys, so we appreciate it. Help us get closer to that 1,000. So here we go, another conversion attempt. Dipping and dancing, styling, profiling.
He's looking
He's
to throw.
wanting to throw. He's wanting to throw. Ball's up in the air, and it is almost intercepted by the Bombers. Good defensive pressure by the Bombers. So the point attempt is no good. So we got 5:06 to go. Right now it's 31-0 Bobcats here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Guys, we'll be back in just a minute. So the Bombers get on the field quickly. Of course, the clock is running down to 4.5 minutes.
Cheerleaders doing a great job getting the crowd into it, Dave. They got them clapping and a stomping.
That's tough in the sun, too. I mean, they've been in that sun for, a couple of hours there, but they're still definitely, as I would say, bringing the boom to the room.
Well, here we go, Dave.
Under 4 minutes, so this is probably going to be the last drive. So the Bombers would love to try to finish out and get on the board here. I want to give a shout-out, too, to the coach. Of course, third-grade coach, head coach Brandon Bellamy. Appreciate him and then all his assistant coaches. They do a great job. There's a pass up in the air by Swan, almost complete. As just off the fingertips. He was trying to get that to number 22, Carter Taylor. So the Bombers trying to get something going in the air. You mentioned, too, like our scoreboard sponsor, Clay Maxey Chevrolet. Surely they're watching this on the big screen at Clay Maxey, right? You got them trained where it's like they should be watching this there, right?
Eric had it up last weekend, the games, so.
Got to give a shout-out to all those guys. Here comes Swan. Quarterback keeper's got a little room. He gets around the end. Nice cutback by Swan. Again, another good run by Swan. He's tackled by number 12, Ekman.
Ran out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The result of the play is another Mountain Home Bomber.
So a Bomber first down. The clock continuing to run. We'd love to see the Bombers get on the board here. Overall, though, the Bombers have done a good job. They've kept their chins high, and they're playing hard through the very last play. So,
Coach coming up with a play here. Maybe we're going to see another pass, Dave. That's what I'm predicting. I'm predicting a pass play here on this drive. We'll see what the coach is going to call.
Well, Swan was really close on his last pass attempt, just off the fingertips. It's going to be a handoff. That's Taylor. Nice cutback by Taylor. Again, beautiful, nice block. Opens it up. And now he's into Bobcat territory.
Good footwork there.
Yeah, the Bombers looking good on this drive. Looks like it's going to be a timeout. That's their first timeout. So 1:38 to go, but the Bombers are driving, seeing if they can get on the board here in the fourth.
You know that they'd be excited if they do.
Yeah, you'd love to see them kind of get on the board. Also, those people tuning in, guys, let us know if there's someone that you want to give a shout-out for, or Joey's making me laugh here in the booth again. But we love to have you guys going. Looks like David Bigger says, good one, Bobcats. Good one. Let's go.
We're happy we're able to bring the broadcast to you, David, wherever you're at.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun to cover it, and they can go back and watch the game afterwards. There's Swan. Swan gets through, but there's flags all over.
Swan on the quarterback keeper. There is a penalty marker on the field.
Usually when a hole opens up like the Red Sea, that's usually going to be a holding penalty. And the clock now continuing to run. The Bombers trying to see if they can get on the board.
Minute 16 seconds, so you guys can see. We got our clock working this weekend. Last weekend it was giving us a little fit. But, knock on wood, everything was pretty smooth this morning getting set up.
Yeah, the internet gods were with us for this first game.
All the software was cooperating. Cameras were cooperating. Sound was.
So the Bombers, this is probably going to be their final play of the game, trying to see if they can get a score here. As they've had some really good plays here in this fourth quarter. And there's Swan. Good pursuit by the Bobcats. Number 10, that's Chandler Ball making the tackle.
Defense was ready for that one.
Timeout, Mountain Home.
And Mountain Home calls another timeout. So they got one timeout left. So
Second half, they will have one remaining.
trying to see if they can figure out a way to finish this game with a positive play.
Yeah, they're looking for a way to break through the defense here. Coach has got them in a huddle over here. Let's just zoom in.
Of course, immediately after this game, we're going to have the fourth grade game, fifth grade, and sixth grade. So 4 games today, a quadruple header of action right here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Getting to see these young Bomber athletes. Swan, it goes over his head, but Taylor gets it. And Taylor breaks the tackle. Nice spin move there by Taylor. He's still on his feet. And he takes it down. Big gain on the play.
22, Carter Taylor.
Gonna gain about 9.
The play will be 3rd down and 2. Timeout, Mountain Home. This is their final.
So Mountain Home calls another timeout. That's their final timeout with 31 seconds to go. They're just trying to get on the board here. As Taylor came close to breaking that one, Joey. He was about 1 tackle away from going all the way.
Yeah, that accident turned into a positive. The ball was went over the head of what was it? What number was that? Down there.
Swan.
Swan. Yeah, head of Swan over his head. But
We do have a shout out real quick. Greg Langley says shout out to the grandson Bobcat number 11 Jenner Sweet Feet Smith.
Feet.
I wish I would have
All right.
known that sooner. I would have been calling him Sweet Feet all game. So maybe next time we get a chance to cover him. This should be the final play. The Bombers trying to go in the air and is intercepted by the Bobcats. And he's looking to take it all the way. That is number 3, Chance Bigger. The pick 6 for the Bobcats.
Pass was intercepted by number 3, Chance Bigger. Touchdown, Thayer.
Touchdown. I know David Bigger's going to like that one. Touchdown, Thayer. And now extends it to 37-0 here in the fourth quarter.
and unfortunately, we're out of time, Dave.
Yeah, the clock has run down. It doesn't look like they're going to complete the extra point attempt. So that is going to do it here for this third grade game. As the Bobcats, they end up taking the victory 37-0. Great effort by both teams. And we love covering it. And these guys are going to keep working and getting better. So we'll be back. We're going to end this stream, and we'll be back with a new stream in a couple minutes with the fourth grade Bomber football game right here on the